Yeah. Good morning, everyone. We'll call the meeting to order, 9:30. First item is approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes February 13th, 2024 board meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
IMWCA work comp update, Lean.
Thank you very much. I had met with the safety committee about 2 weeks ago this Thursday. And we reviewed a lot of this information. Brian, you weren't there, so I'll just give you a real quick up to date. In the state of Iowa, we follow the National Council on Compensation rules, and all of their rates apply that IMWCA has adopted. So basically, every fall, they revisit what the rates are that they're going to charge for the following year. Those rates are effective January 1. As of January 1 of 24, the state accepted the rates that the NCCI provided to us, which created about 11.6% decrease in the rates for $100 payroll. That is in addition to the wonderful job that Wapello County has been doing on their safety and loss prevention. In a nutshell, what I did, and everyone has a copy of that, is I looked at what your current rates and your current payrolls are and your current activity codes and moved that over to 24. I did increase the payroll by 5% just so you could see the comparison. But the important thing that applies solely to Wapello County is your experience mod. And then the experience mod is promulgated by the National Council. And your experience mod effective July 1 of 24 is 0.59. And I can tell you you're one of about 4 or 5 counties in the state of Iowa out of 99 that has that logo mod. In fact, the lowest mod that you could possibly have if you had 0 claims and everything else was the same is 0.57. So you're 2 points away. So that's what we always strive to get to the lowest, but 0.59 is awesome. In a nutshell, what that means to your insurance premium is that you're going to be paying about 1/3 of what the regular rate would be. If you had the standard rates without your experience mod, you'd be paying about $149,837. Instead, based on these rates and the increase in payroll, your premium would come out to about $49,666. So 1/3. You had a decrease in your mod, which means you had an increase in your discounts of 19% just from the experience mod last year. So one of the things that I had mentioned to the safety committee is, you know, workers' compensation experience mod is based on a 3-year rolling average. So it takes out the spikes and the hills and the valleys when you have a catastrophic claim in any one year. The important thing about this is that it's a daily thing, because what happened 2.5 years ago is going to impact you for 3 years. So the July 1, 24 mod is already set. Looking ahead for the July 1 of 25, we have 1 indemnity claim. And what that means is that 100% of those costs are going to be calculated in. Right now, that claim is reserved at right around $45,000. So if I were projecting ahead to 25, you're going to have claim dollars fall off of $1,286.91. If that claim, 100% of that reserve is used, we're going to add a claim of $45,322.12. So one, it hits home the importance of trying to keep all of our claims medical only, because 70% of those are discounted. And 2, if we have an indemnity claim, whatever we can do to bring that employee back to decrease their lost time is a plus for the county as far as the calculation goes.
Yeah.
So great job this year.
7 or 8 day window to get them back, right?
Yep. It's the state of Iowa follows a 1-3-8. So on the first day you have coverage. I mean, there's no waiting period for the medical side. They have to miss 3 days of work, and it's not consecutive, before the indemnity payments start. And then if they've missed 8 days, then workers' compensation goes back and picks up the first 3 and reimburses them for their pay for those first 3 days. So we just, the importance is the return to work program, and it's been working great. Whatever we can do to keep claims medical only, that only benefits you in the calculation of the experience mod. But a 0.59 is awesome.
I think we talked in the meeting that we'd saved $100,000 each of the
Yep.
last 2 years, so.
Exactly right. So whatever, whatever we can do to keep that momentum going. Safety committee has a lot of impact to that, but it's kind of trickle down. If the supervisors don't buy into it, and you have, then the employees won't either.
Well, I think when you put the dollar figures on it, you do, it's really tough not to buy into it. And I remember a few years ago, when we were over that.
1 point, yeah, we were over 1.7.
So, no, it's a definite benefit to all of us.
Exactly. So thank you very much. If there, IMWCA is always willing and ready and able to do any training or hold any sessions that we can.
Well, anything you think's important for the safety committee or something like that, feel free to reach out.
Yeah, we
Any
talked
of that
about a
training
couple
stuff.
of things then, and they're working on it. So,
Very good.
okay.
Appreciate any questions? No.
They got the long version. You got the short version.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Approval of contract agreement for snow removal, Norris Asphalt. This goes back to the snowstorm here a month or so ago. And this is for $4,716. This is one of the private companies that we contracted with to help get the roads opened up.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? And I will say, the governor did do the request for the disaster proclamation for FEMA on this as well. So hopefully we do see some money reimbursed on what we spent. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 5, generator repair proposal for secondary roads. This is for $5,862. The standard repair on this, Jeff, is that what it is?
Well, there's 2 quotes in there, one for 4,000, one for the 5,000. So we had our regular inspection. We need a new radiator. The $5,000 one includes a new water pump. I don't necessarily know if we need it, but this is kind of when we do need the generator, we do need it to run. It's cheaper now to put in a water pump than it would be at a later time. Caterpillar does, Altorfer does have one of each in stock currently. So I'm proposing that we do the radiator with the water pump, but that's kind of, I'm gonna let you guys, everybody down in my shop, we talked it over. We think the water pump replacement would be a good idea to have. But I wanna bring you guys in on that conversation and see if you guys, for, what is it, an extra $1,000?
Well, you guys know better than us what it's needed.
So we're just thinking it would be a good idea to replace it at this time.
How old is that unit?
Believe the unit was purchased back in 2006 or 8.
So it's still a good unit.
It is a good unit. It only has 267 hours on it. Not long ago, we did have to replace the transfer switch. That was a nice little penny, but if we needed it, that's the only way to get it to work. So.
Any other questions for Jeff? Whatever you guys would like to do.
I'll move to approve both the radiator and the water pump.
Second.
Any further discussion, questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Black Ice tip viewer software renewal, standard renewal done every year. This is for tax and motor vehicle. Whopping $102.99.
I'll move to approve. I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Treasurer's investment report, January 24. Need a motion to accept and file.
Accept the file.
And I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, any other business come before the board? Anything anyone like to add? Anyone want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I don't want to go yet. Motion to adjourn, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned.